Life in cities across China has come to a screeching halt because of the new coronavirus outbreak, as offices closed, factories turned off their engines, and people stayed indoors to prevent the spread of the virus. This also meant that cultural establishments, from bookstores and movie theaters to galleries, football stadiums, and scenic spots, were missing their usual crowds. According to a survey by Beijing Normal University published on February 10th, among the 2,136 cultural companies in the capital city, 78% were temporarily closed, with 72% saying their business had been severely impacted by the outbreak. Cash is slowly becoming tight, and businesses worry they might not be able to keep their heads above water. 32% said they can only survive for another month, while 49% can manage for 3 more months. But with no clear end in sight to the health emergency, many cultural companies in Beijing could become history if the situation drags on even longer. Many have already hemorrhaged a lot of money because of the slowing foot traffic. A third of surveyed firms suffered losses to the tune of 500,000 yuan, that's about $71,300. A quarter lost between 500,000 yuan and 1 million. And another quarter counted losses between 1 million yuan and 5 million yuan, as high as $713,000. While this is specific to Beijing, the cultural sector nationwide has also suffered amid stringent prevention measures. The sector's added value stood at 4.12 trillion yuan, about $590 billion in 2018. That accounted for 4.48% of China's GDP, with Beijing, Shanghai, Zhejiang, and Jiangsu contributing the most. Authorities have rolled out a host of measures to keep businesses afloat during the outbreak. Beijing unveiled 28 measures, including handing out different types of subsidies, providing financial loans, and waiving contributions to social insurance plans, among others. The Beijing municipal government also announced 16 additional measures to help the book-selling sector develop, including purchasing books and using public funds to help with bookstores' rent. But it's not all gloom and doom. If residents can't go to art exhibitions or musical concerts, there's no reason not to bring entertainment right into their homes. This sector in China has succeeded in leveraging its online presence. With the help of cutting-edge technology, it allowed people across the country to sample culture, history, and tradition without setting foot outside their door through virtual events and digital tours. Revenue from online offerings by the cultural sector in China has increased by 22% year-on-year so far during the COVID-19 outbreak. Meanwhile, authorities are encouraging companies to develop apps to further digitize elements of the cultural industry, create digital campuses to bring educational institutions into the online arena, and harness the power of the 5G network and big data to transform ancient scenic spots into digital palaces and online parks. It's evident that the entire culture-related sector in China has been hit hard by the current situation, but technology seems to be giving it a new lease of life online.